Here's a back workout that I did. I'm about 83 to 84 kilos. Started off with deadlifts, warmed up one plate at a time. This was the last warm up at 220 kilos. And then for my top set, I did 245 kilos for 3 reps. But because the plates are so fat, the 2.5s fell off halfway through the second rep. So it kind of turned into a 240 kilo drop set for the last rep. And then after that, I did back down sets, 3 sets of 3 reps with 225 kilos. I really enjoy deadlifts, but you don't really need them to build like a good physique. But they are a good display of strength. And I think as long as your form's good, then it's kind of hard to injure yourself, unless you're like ego lifting like crazy. But like if you can't lift the weight, then just drop it. It's not that serious. I also did like a crazy ab workout like 2 days before this workout. And I did 5 sets of 5 dragon flags with a 5-second negative, and I did hanging leg raises, toes to bar, hanging around the worlds, and then like barbell like side bends and like twists, kind of like the Chinese Olympic weightlifters do. And that killed me. My abs were sore for like 4 days straight, and they were still sore during this workout even though I had 2 days full rest. But this is me going into my bodyweight pull-ups. And I could feel the soreness in my abs just doing the bodyweight pull-ups, but it didn't really affect my deadlifts, to be honest. But I like to do these bodyweight pull-ups and see how many I can get just before my weighted pull-ups, and it doesn't really affect my strength output when I get to the weighted pull-ups after. But what did affect my output was the abs, my sore abs. Geez, yeah, I can't express the importance of abs during like pull-ups, even these bodyweight pull-ups, but especially weighted pull-ups, because it helps stabilize the whole body. And if you're swinging, then that's just like a loss of energy and stuff like that. You're not staying tight, so you're not being as efficient or effective when you're pulling. So yeah, abs play a huge role with pull-ups, and you'll see when I get to the weighted pull-ups how much I swing back and forth. But I think if I was fully fresh and didn't have crazy sore abs, I probably would have got like an extra rep, I think, at least. But yeah, I managed to get 26 bodyweight pull-ups. So next week I'm going to aim for 27, and then the week after that 28, and so on. But yeah, 60 kilos for the top set of weighted pull-ups, and you can just see how much I'm swinging back and forth there, which obviously is wasting energy. I'm not being as effective or efficient when I'm pulling. And this 5th rep wasn't that great. I was initially aiming for 6 reps, which I'm confident I would have got if I was fresh, but never mind. These are the back down sets, 50 kilos. I did 3 sets of 5 reps. And same thing here, as the sets go on, you can see me sort of swing more and more. But yeah, that just shows the importance of abs when you're doing pull-ups. But after this, I did barbell shrugs, and then I did rear delt cable flies, and then I think I did cable bicep curls, and I left it at that. I love these weighted pull-ups because they definitely hit the biceps and the forearms really hard, even with an overhand grip, but especially if you use an underhand grip, then you'll definitely feel sore in your biceps. And yeah, I don't really do much for biceps or forearms, and I attribute a lot of the growth in those areas to this exercise. So that was basically my pull workout, and I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.